Hi, everybody. It's Heather, the expat entrepreneur. I just wanted to shoot a really quick video today to address a couple of questions that are just blowing up my inbox right now. As you know, you're probably aware, the doors are going to be closing soon for the plan. And a bunch of you have the same question that nobody is talking about and nobody is answering. So I thought, I'm going to come out here and spill the beans and let you know. And of course, before I do, I want to remind you, I'm no expert. I am not a licensed advisor of any kind. And whatever you decide to do in your life and your finances, you need to do your own research and seek out the advice of qualified professionals to guide you based on the jurisdiction that you live in. And before you take steps, and that's not me. So, but on that note, I am a student of the plan. I've been doing the plan. I've first started training and investing, would have been around this time last year, because I'm a beta 1 student. And I'm interested in it and I'm doing it. And so I'm a little further down the road than you are. And I probably know enough to help you and to answer some questions, which is why I'm doing these videos and why I'm a promoter of the plan. I'm an affiliate. So I stand to make a commission from anybody who chooses to enroll through me. And I've made it very, very, very worth your while to do so with my stack of bonuses that are super helpful and super relevant for beginners who are at the stage where maybe they're a little nervous about getting into the crypto market. Is this the right thing for you? How is the training? How difficult is it? What about the tech? Is the program hard to learn? How can I do the software for the putting the bots together? And how difficult is this? And if that's kind of what's going through your head, just come on down and join my group of merry band of crypto traders, and myself and my thriving community will be happy to help you along with this journey. It is a proven system that hundreds of people have come through under already. So having said that, I want to go ahead and answer these two crucial questions that you guys are asking me. And the first one is, can I lose money with the plan? And the short answer to that is yes, you can. But I want to dig into that just a little bit and try and explain it, because let's remember, you guys, the plan is just a training program that teaches you an investment strategy for the crypto market, for crypto bots. Crypto bots, that's really would be the proper way to ask the question, can I lose money trading crypto bots? And the answer is yes, you can. There's only a couple ways that can happen, though. And I want to also remind you, too, that what I've said in other videos as well, you can lose money in just about any investment you make, even what we consider the safest, most secure ones that might be in a bank and might be getting you just plain old interest for your earnings. If something happens with that particular institution, which we saw a lot of banks go down after the 2008 banking crisis, and if you think that can't happen again, I think it's definitely a possibility. The second way that you can lose in a very typically safe investment like that is just with the plain old devaluation of our currency and our dollar and inflation that erodes the buying power that you have with every dollar bill that's in your pocket. So those are two things that there's a false sense of security out there of what is really safe. So I just kind of wanted to blow that out and let that go. Hopefully you can let that go and realize that the illusion of safety in an investment is really just a concept anyway. And so having said that, I want to explain, there are a couple of ways that you can lose money with crypto bots. And one of them is by choosing really bad coins, quite frankly. The people who were in the plan and who followed Dan's instructions, we don't lose money with crypto bots because we follow his instructions, his wise guidance, and we do the things that he tells us to do, and we don't lose money because the bots are just computer program. That's all they are. I know it sounds confusing and you think, what is this thing? And then you'll see the screens with all the crazy numbers and all. It's like I think you're going to launch some kind of rocket ship or something out of that thing, out of that portal. And you don't need to know all that stuff. It's not as complicated with the few parts of it and things that we need to do to be able to do this. It's not really that difficult at all. It's just this tiny learning curve that you got to get your head around, and you can do it. And especially if you've got people like me and my merry band of crypto traders in your corner to help you out. But basically with the bots, so you can definitely lose money if you pick a bad coin, and if that coin ceases to exist, right? If it's like picking a bad stock in the stock market, and if that company goes under, it's gone. You're out that investment. And it's the same thing with the cryptocurrency. Right now, there's I don't know, 15,000 or 18,000 crypto coins currently. This time last year, there were only about 8 or 9,000. So you can see how it's just blown up. They're not all going to make it, you guys. That's for sure. So it makes it all that more important that you really choose wisely and that you know what you're doing when you get investing into the crypto market. And Dan has got you covered. He's figured this out. He's showing us how to do this in the most conservative manner possible, which is the most safest way you can possibly invest in crypto bots. He's got all of that as your parameters for setting these things up. So you will not find a more secure way to invest in a crypto bot. That is for sure. And if you're going to try and do it out there on your own, I don't envy you, and I wouldn't want to be in your shoes, because I want to say the G word. I want to say I guarantee, but I'm not going to say that. I would be very surprised if you didn't lose at least the same amount as the course tuition or more, which is $3,500. That's how much the plan costs. And I'd be surprised if you didn't lose at least that much or more trying to figure it out yourself, because it's complicated. There's a lot to it. And even if you're somebody who's already in that field, or you're technically minded, or you're, software engineer, or I don't know what, you're into the markets and that kind of thing, it's still, there's so many parameters. And the crypto market is the most volatile thing on the planet. Actually, that's what Dan said the other day. He said it's, aside from an active volcano, the cryptocurrency market might just well be the most volatile thing on the planet. So this is where I want to squash like a bug all those other investors out there who are the market timers, right? Who think, okay, well, if I'm going to try and just get into the crypto market, I'm going to do it the easiest way I can. I'm just going to buy some Bitcoin, or I'm going to buy some Ethereum, or one of the other ones you hear about. And hopefully it's one of the top ones and not one of these outliers that's possibly not even going to survive. But if you just buy some of that, what are the chances in the most volatile market of timing it, being able to identify a low point and a high point, and then being able to execute on that and actually capitalize? It's extremely unlikely. And even in other markets that are not so volatile, like the stock market, for example, or the Forex, where people are constantly trying to time the market, it's virtually impossible to do. And to date, nobody has found a reliable, consistent way to do that. And usually about 95% of the people who do that method of investing lose. So that has got to be moved to the side, because that is not part of this strategy at all. Okay. So we've already gotten rid of the idea of, can you lose money with the plan? Yes, you can. Get over it. Can you lose money in a bond? Yes, you can. Can you lose money investing in gold bullion? Yes, you can. Can you lose money investing in real estate? Yes, you can. So that is no longer a reason to not go forward. It's yes, you can. What I can say about that is, as far as the ways that you are able to mitigate a loss with a crypto bot, I've not seen another investment class out there that gives you as much control, right? You don't have any control in real estate. Well, virtually, unless you happen to be in a super hot market, which, makes it more liquid. But how many of us have been in the wrong end of that thing, where you've got a piece of real estate you want to sell and it's just not budging and you don't have any buyers out there? I mean, that kind of thing happens all the time. It could happen with stocks too. And it's just the case where with crypto bots, you have a lot of controls built in. That's just the way they're made, that give you a whole lot of control over when and if you want to take a loss on a bot. So I got some cat hair flying around. I apologize. So when you're thinking about how can you potentially lose money on a bot, that was one of the ways, what I said earlier, where you pick a bad coin. And there's nothing anybody can do about that. If the coin is not going to make it, it's not going to make it. So we follow Dan's rules and parameters, and we choose from a select group of them, right? Coins to put together. I want to use an example. Let's just use gold bullion again as an example. Let's say you decide you want to get yourself a real nice American gold eagle, or a Canadian maple leaf, or a Credit Suisse, or a South African Krugerrand, and you want that 1 ounce gold coin sitting up there on your mantle because they're kind of cool to look at and play with and have and everything else, even though they do nothing, right? Let's say you buy that thing when gold is worth $2,500 an ounce, and you've got that coin and you're just coveting it. Time goes by, whatever, you decide, maybe I'm just going to get rid of it for whatever reason. You look and, oh, big surprise. Bullion is down now. Gold bullion is down. It's only worth $1,500. You've lost $1,000. Or have you? You're still holding on to that coin, right? That coin is still sitting there. And if you look back in time at the history of the price of gold bullion, you'll see it's gone up and down and up and down. And you could be pretty sure at some point in the future, it's probably going to go back up to that. Maybe even further, maybe even more, if you believe all the rumors about how scarce it is and how rare it is and all this stuff, right? But in the meantime, here you've got this coin that you paid $2,500 for, and it's currently worth $1,500. So some people think that means you've lost money, and that is not correct. And it's not just a matter of semantics. You have not lost anything. You are just sitting on this little asset that you're just going to do whatever you're going to do. If you decided to sell it, then yes, you've capitalized on that loss. You've crystallized that loss, and you have lost that $1,000. That's 100% for sure. And that's exactly how it is with a crypto bot. When you actually buy 2 coins, not one, to make a bot. We got one of those coins is stable, and it doesn't really do very much. It just kind of sits there as a firm, peg in on the one side of the bot. It just sits there as sort of like the big support mechanism, right? Let's call it the support of the big lever. And the other one is the one that's the wiggler. And that coin is the one that really matters in terms of what's the price of that when you buy it. And if you buy that coin when it's high and then the price goes down, like it is right now, and let's use Bitcoin as an example. If you bought Bitcoin when it was worth 50 grand, and now it's down around 30, low 30s, 32, 33, you've lost money. Or have you? Right? Same thing with that gold coin. Here you're sitting here still owning that asset. And you've got the same idea that at some point in the future, that is going to go back up again, up and down and up and down. And especially when we remember that cryptocurrency is the most volatile market in the world. It's going like crazy all the time. So we need to make sure we're using the right words and we're actually giving it the right meaning, because when the value of the coin goes down, you have not lost anything. You're just sitting there on this asset. And if you decide to sell, to close that bot and sell, then it's exactly the same scenario as it is with the gold bullion. You then will have crystallized that loss and you will take a loss on it. But that's 100% in your control. You see? And that's one of the things that really makes it so great about giving you the control of being able to mitigate what's going on at any given time. And you have the choice whether you want to sell that bot and take a loss or not. And generally speaking, we don't. And that's why usually when you ask somebody, can you lose money with trading with the plan? Usually the answer is no, even though technically that's not really 100% true. You definitely can. It's just that most of us don't, because we don't actually do the things you have to do to make a loss. And the one promise and guarantee that can be made to you is with crypto bots, they are automatic computer code, right? They're little, it's not an application, it's an automated bot. We call them automations. And it's just this code. And you get this code and then you stick these 2 coins in there and the code goes, okay, I know what to do. When it hits this, I'm going to do that. If it goes up, I'm going to buy a little. If it goes down, I'm going to sell a little. And it just keeps wiggling around and these little profits spin off. And this code, this bot is programmed to only sell for a profit. It cannot sell for a loss. And that's why you sometimes hear people say your bot cannot make a loss for you. Only you can if you decide to close that bot and when it's worth less than it was when you bought it. Now, the other thing I just want to explain quickly, because it is about the bot profit, because there's a huge amount of confusion about this. Probably you've watched a bunch of webinars and information by now already. Hopefully you've watched Dan and Jason explain this thing, but I know it takes several times before you get it. I know I've been there, and it took a long time for me to really sink in and go, understand how this thing works. Because with the bot, not only do you have this potential way you can make money by buying this coin and hoping that at some point it's going to go up and you get to make money on the gain. That's great. That's just like what all those buy and holders are doing, right? Where that's the only way they potentially stand to make an income or make any money off of it. It's not an income, it would be a gain, a capital gain. So that's a huge difference. So you've got that built into the bot, but you've also got this huge edge with this thing that's called bot profit. Okay. And now what is bot profit? That is where you've got these two coins I was talking about that we've stuck in this bot together. We've put them two together, put them in this little house. We're calling it a bot. Okay. And now they're in this house together as long as we keep them and keep that house together and we don't close it and sell it. And what happens is there's only a portion. You put the equivalent, when you follow the plan, you put the equivalent of $3,000 into each bot. So that's how much money you need to get both coins in this house together and then let it go and do its thing. And the amount of crypto you get for that $3,000 depends on the value of it at any given time, right? Depends on where it's at the moment. So you've got this bot and we've got portion of, let's call it the Bitcoin. If we're trading Bitcoin against USDT as a common peg, a stable coin. And whatever BTC is right now, like I say, it's somewhere around 32 or 33,000 per coin. So chances are you don't have an entire coin in this bot. You have a portion of it, a part of it. And that might be something that people are not understanding and realizing. We're not buying the entire 1 ounce gold coin. We're just buying a portion of each one, right? That's how this thing works. So when you start that bot out and you've got this one that's the wiggler, and if it's higher, if you bought the BTC and let's use 50 at 50, right now it's down at 32, that's a big dip down. And the thing is, you haven't lost anything unless you close your bot down and sell. But this other income I'm talking about, this bot profit, will have most likely been paused because, and this is the main reason that crypto bot traders trade crypto bots, is for the bot profit, because it's so awesome. You've got this ability to put a chunk of capital in, which we're going to call $3,000 to create one bot. And that one bot can just chug away and spin off this profit for you that goes right into your pocket. And it's a beautiful thing. And it's money you can spend today that you don't have to wait for some time in the future for Bitcoin to raise up in price so that you can take the money out, or for a bond to mature, or for a company to reach a new level or whatever. You can use that bot profit instantly. It comes out to you as in the minute that it's sold. Remember, I was telling you the bot will sell a little bit when the price goes up, and it will buy a little bit when the price goes down. Like, that's called dollar cost averaging, and that's happening automatically for you. You don't even have to think about it. So every time it makes a sell, when the price goes up a little bit from where it was before, that little tiny sell, it's just a small amount of money, goes into your profit, into your account balance instantaneously. And throughout the course of a day and a week and a month, this really adds up. And you may have watched some of my other videos where I talked about last fall when the market was going up and everything was just humming along so beautifully. My about $22,000 worth of capital was earning me approximately $165 a day, which is amazing. And that was a 22.5% return per month, which if you annualize that, it's huge. It's almost it's a lot. If you times it out, it's crazy. But of course, what I'm trying to explain now is that we can't bank on that, right? Because it's not a guarantee. And there are times when that bot profit is on hold. when it's just on pause. And that will happen every single time of every bot you own, depending on, as long as you own it for, a couple of days or longer, it'll happen most likely, because that's how these things work. And that's how the parameters are that make it profitable for us. Because you can watch other videos that I've done where I've explained about the grid. And basically, just to make it really simple, there's a grid, a high price and a low price that you choose for where your bot is going to live. And as long as the price of that coin is within this grid, within the high price and within the low price, it's spinning off profits for you. When the time comes that the price goes down, like it is right now, your bot will be out of the grid. It will be way down here, like they are right now. And you're not making any profit down here. So this is the no profit zone. Okay. So, but as soon as it comes back up again, then bing, 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 you're going to start getting those profits just like clockwork. The thing is, it's really important to know and remember there are going to be times when your bot is out of range. That's what it's called. And that's in the no profit zone. And you don't get those bot profits during that time. But you still have a massive edge over all those other buy and holders, the market timers who aren't getting bot profit anytime. All they're doing is sitting back and hoping and praying that it's going to go up. And hope is not a strategy. So let's not do that. This is a strategy and it works. Yes, there are times where your bot profit is not happening, like right now. And for me, in my account, I was telling you, I had 3 months of really nice returns. And then in the beginning of December, about 6 months ago, that's when Bitcoin tanked the first time. And then it flailed around a bit, then it tanked some more, and then it flailed around a bit more. And now it's kind of been in a sideways channel for a while. And basically, anybody who has bots that are older than 3 or 4 months, even sooner than that, is going to be in out of range at the moment. And your bot, there's very few people whose bots will have been actually making consistent bot profit because the price has been so low. And there's even been several bots that I've started in demo mode and even real money ones where I thought, oh, okay, we've hit the bottom of the market and I'm going to get a new bot going right now. And then I'm just going to ride the wave back up again. And the market continued to go down. It's like, arg, but that's part of it. That's just the way this thing works. And the thing is, it's the right thing for you if you have this belief in crypto, this belief in Bitcoin, and you think and believe that it's going to go high. And I do. A lot of people do. And every indication out there, what's happening with Bitcoin in the world is showing us that that is, in fact, what's going to happen. It just happens to be an extremely volatile asset that is, at the moment, it's down. And it's a really interesting point to make because Warren Buffett says, your profits are made when you buy. And that's so true. And when you think about it, like, why? How is that? It's because when you time when you're going to get into something, when you're able to buy when it's low, that's when you stand to make the most money. And the timing of getting into any investment is critical. It really is. It's critical. With the possible exception of when you decide to start a crypto bot, it's not really that important. And the reason why is because those bots, those little bots, they are capable of doing those buys and sells and making money if the price is going up, if the price is going down, and if it's going sideways, as long as it's in your grid. As long as it's in that channel you've put out there, you will make money in any market direction, which is what's so beautiful about it. There's not very many things in this world that can be the case for you. Like, really, that's what makes us so special and so unique. But you have to remember there are going to be times like there are now where it goes out of range. And all we're doing, that's when you're sitting back and you're waiting. That's one big time when you got to take Dan's advice and do nothing. There's another big time you take his advice and do nothing. And that's just after you put a bot on and you don't be fiddling with it. Because there are things you can do when the bot is out of range and it's down low and you're not making any profit. There are things you can do. There's more money you can shovel in there to rejuvenate this bot and get it back up, force it back up into the grid and start making money for you again. You can do that. Those options exist, and you can learn about them all in the plan. But I just want you to know that you don't have to do that. You can also sit back, just like you would sit back on that 1 ounce gold coin and wait. If that's what you want to do, you can. And it'll come on back, and then you'll be back in business again with those bot profits. And you're still going to be in the position where you can also capitalize on that increase in the underlying asset. When the price, if you bought the price of Bitcoin at 50 grand, and now it's gone up to 75 grand, right? As opposed to going down. So, and you've probably already seen the projection model for Bitcoin is crazy. I mean, it's super, super high. They're talking hundreds of thousands, if not more, in the next couple of years. So there's a massive opportunity here that is safe to get into, that is low risk. It's as low risk as you can find in crypto bot trading, that's for sure. And it has a massive profit potential on a very little capital inlay that you would put in. So those are like two of the best things I think about the crypto bots, is that you can get one going for such a small amount of money. $3,000 is within reach for probably anybody watching this video. It is. Even if you have to save up for it, it's within reach. We're not talking about, a $75,000 down payment on a house or something like that you really have to work toward, right? So that's one thing. And it's also such a great thing because you can do it with such a small amount of money, and it takes such a small amount of time. I mean, I've been doing online businesses for many years, and I've not seen anything where for such a small effort on your part and time outlay, you can stand to make this kind of a return. It's beautiful. It really is. So that's what I wanted to explain to you. And the second question that I'm getting from people, which leads me right into this, is now really a good time to be getting into the market? It's been tanking and Bitcoin is down. And to that, I want to say and remind you again what Warren Buffett's advice was, that the profits are made when you buy. And right now, I know it's scary. Like, I know it's uncomfortable, and you're thinking, I don't even really know if crypto is as great as everybody says it is, if it's going to be around, if it's going to make it. Maybe you're thinking like that. Maybe you don't have that conviction yet at this point. And then on top of it, it's down. Well, yeah, it is. And it is a huge opportunity. But let me just say, the plan is not the cryptocurrency market, right? Cryptocurrency market is what it is. And it happens to be my opinion, and many others too, that this is an amazing time to get in. And you'll be totally buying on sale big time if you do get in right now and you buy some cryptocurrency at this time. Whether you put it in a bot or you hodl it or you do whatever, it's a great time to get in because everything is low. But consider for a minute the plan, because all this is a training program, right? It's not actually an investment you're buying. You're buying a training program that teaches you the skill of how to invest in crypto bots. And so when you buy the plan, if you're to get it now and go through the training and start doing the demo bots and learn and figure out how this thing works, you're ready to go, right? It doesn't mean you have to put your money in the market today or tomorrow or next week even. You can wait and do it whenever you want to. I've got people who joined through me in the last intake several months ago in December who haven't even started a bot yet. And that's cool. That's cool. You can wait until you're good and ready. But the point is that you will be ready. And that's everything. That's the luck everybody talks about, right? When preparation meets opportunity. Because right now, yes, there's an opportunity, but it won't be the last one. It might be the last one of this magnitude. You might not get one quite this good again, but there'll be more opportunities. The thing is, you need to be prepared. And that's what the plan can do for you. So I would like to suggest to you, I know that there is no objection you would have or excuse or reason or concern that is valid right now that really would be worth you not learning this skill, not getting involved in the plan today, and not joining so that you can get yourself ready and prepared for what is coming, whether that means you actually take the step and invest in crypto sooner than later, or just that you wait and you get yourself set up so that you're ready to jump when that opportunity strikes and when you feel confident and ready, because that is your option, right? So the last thing I just wanted to throw in there quickly, which you might be thinking too, that I get a lot of people asking me is, it sounds great, Heather, but I don't know if it'll work for me for whatever reason, because I'm too old, or I'm too young, or I'm too busy, or I've got this job or this family, or I'm not a tech person. I don't know anything about computers. I don't understand crypto. I'm bad at math, like whatever, fill in the blank. I've heard it all before, that's for sure. And I've probably thought a few of them myself before I got involved. And I can just say that anybody watching and understanding what I'm saying right now in this video, you can do it. You can do it. There's no doubt in my mind. And that's where my support and my bonus system comes into play too, because probably if you have that concern, what it's probably based on is things that you started in the past and maybe didn't finish, right? Because we've all been there. I know life gets in the way, things happen, takes you off course. You have the best of intentions, and then this happens, and the next thing you know. And I just want to say, with me joining my Merry Band of Crypto Traders, I've got people who started from the beginning who've been in there for 8-10 months that are starting over every time I bring in a new batch of people. With the bonuses that I'm rerunning for everybody. And one of the main ones, well, the Facebook group is a great one, but one of the main ones is live Q&A calls that I do, and I do it over the course outline. We've got 6 modules in the course, so I cover each one of those in each one of these Q&A calls that we have. And then with whatever time is left over, I'll answer any other questions that you have about whatever stage you're at. Some people go slow, some people go fast. Some people need to be encouraged and pulled along. And that's okay too. So just know that if you do decide to join, and if you do come in through me, which I cordially invite you to do, it would be my pleasure to help you with this. I won't leave you hanging. You can be sure about that. You will definitely get through this thing. We will go through the training. We will get you set up, and we will get your bots going, at least your demo ones, so that you're ready to go with real money bots whenever you feel that you're comfortable and ready to do that. So on that note, I'm going to wrap this up because I tend to let these videos go on too long, and I apologize, but I just have so much to say, and I'm clearly really passionate about this and would love to work with you. So yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up. My email is heather@legitebiz.com, and there's links below this video. If you are ready to go ahead and hit the enroll link and get yourself signed up, and let's get this thing going. Thanks, everybody. Have yourself a great day. Bye.
If I was going to tell anyone to get into crypto in this crazy market, in this crazy world, it's the plan or it's nothing, right?
Working with Heather, she is extremely knowledgeable and helpful, and her bonuses when you sign up are amazing.
But Heather, it's incredible. Heather's bonuses are a must when you're going to take up on Dan Hollings' The Plan.
Those two components, the plan and Heather Farrell with her marvelous boni that she provides, made me gain my first relevant profit within the crypto space.
Heather, thank you so much. All your support, Q&As and all the other goodies that you are handing out to people couldn't be any better. Heather, keep going, and thanks tremendously for your help and support.
I was originally signed up under somebody else, and I made the switch to work with Heather, and I definitely do not regret it.
And signing up under Heather, she offers a number of bonuses, Facebook group, which I think is essential.
What I also appreciate about Heather is how genuine she is, and she continues to provide value.
Her Facebook group is probably one of the biggest assets.
Deep appreciation to Heather. It's all because of her that I'm actually able to be in the plan right now. Fantastic. She was so dedicated. I can't believe it. I'm so grateful because yeah, it's only a month that I'm in, and it's beyond my expectation.
It is absolutely helpful to have a real sympathetic person on your side who is there for you for any questions about the content of the course, the plan, and provides an exclusive Facebook group you can attend where nice people share their experience as well.
Heather's bonuses really gives you an extra edge, and it also gives you that extra confidence.
This opportunity is too good not to share, so I encourage you all to go for it.
The best bonus, in my opinion, is the Facebook group. You're going to want to talk to people going along that same journey, and that's really what this group is for. And there's a number of other bonuses too, which you definitely should check out, but it's that group, and you're going to go on a journey, and you're going to be learning a lot of information with each other. It's going to be great. So no regrets. No regrets. Get in.
I highly recommend getting the plan and getting into Heather Farrell's trading community. So cheers to all fellow traders. Bye.